Welcome to Learn Short and Typing with Vikas sir. Progressive magazine February 2018. Exercise number 5th and 6th. Plus 100 word per minute. आपकी 100 से अबाव स्पीड रहेगी। मैं चाहता हूँ कि जो बच्चा ग्रेड डी की भी तैयारी कर रहा है उसको 80 वर्ड से आप 80 वर्ड से भी ऊपर आपकी शॉर्ट हैंड की डिक्टेशन की प्रिपरेशन होना चाहिए, क्योंकि कंपटीशन अब की बार काफ़ी ज़्यादा बच्चों ने पास आउट किया है। इसलिए आप अपनी शॉर्ट हैंड को, अपनी जो आपकी आउटलाइंस हैं उसको आप अच्छे से मेंटेन रखें, और जिसकी आउटलाइन अच्छी होगी उसी का सिलेक्शन होगा। और आउटलाइन पे आप अच्छे से ध्यान करें, और आउटलाइन ही रोल प्ले करेगी आपके स्किल टेस्ट में। आउटलाइन आपकी साफ आउटलाइन होनी चाहिए बिल्कुल अच्छे से। आपकी जो स्पीड है, स्पीड 90-95 तक भी चल जाएगी, लेकिन आपकी आउटलाइन अच्छी होनी चाहिए। इसी के साथ शुरुआत करते हैं हम एक्सरसाइज आपकी 5th and 6th। बी रेडी, स्टार्ट। I am happy to be associated with this seminar. In coming here, I feel that we are participating in a movement of history. This movement, more particularly in Africa, is a historic phenomenon, and any person looking at it will know in which direction the current is moving. Unfortunately, some countries and some governments, notably the Portuguese government, have not realized this yet. Some other colonial powers realized it and accepted this direction to some extent and worked to that end. But often they were pulled back by various forces, vested interests, and their own habits of mind. In the last few years, more particularly, there has been a new and powerful influence which has come in the way of liberation of the colonies. I mean the force of the Cold War. The whole world is involved indirectly in this Cold War. Africa is affected, and the freedom movements are affected by the consequences of the Cold War, and this particularly applies to the Portuguese colonies. The big powers which are deeply involved in the Cold War think in military terms and in terms of the possible effect of any step taken in a colony on their interests. They may have a base in a colony as they have in many places. So they judge these questions from the point of view of the effect in their broader policies related to the Cold War. Because Portugal has become a part of military alliances like the NATO, Portugal gets special consideration sometimes from the big countries. Lately, therefore, we have seen a conflict in the minds of big countries, in the sense that while on the one side they encourage the liberation of the colonies, on the other side they put up obstructions in the way of this liberation. As far as I can judge, the Portuguese government have tried to profit as much as they can by this situation in the world, and have indeed succeeded in profiting by it. Perhaps very recently it is dawning on some of the big powers that they might be backing the wrong horse. They ought to have known that long ago. Apart from an appreciation of the normal human desire for freedom, practical considerations are gradually making them realize that it is far more important to try to win the goodwill of the people of the countries in Asia. Next para. Historically speaking, colonialism is a past phenomenon. I do not say practically because colonialism is continuing and does much mischief. Nevertheless, the force which builds up the colonial domains is over. The odd thing is that today Portugal, which is compared to the other European countries a backward country, especially economically, politically, and almost in every sense, represents the biggest colonial empire. And it continues to try to hold on to this empire in spite of its amazing record of backwardness in the past and at present. If we consider colonialism, especially Portuguese colonialism, we cannot do so it in isolation. We have to see what effect the Cold War has got on it. I am prepared to say that all the ills of the world today flow from colonialism. They flow from other causes also, including the consequences of the last war which pursue us still. But undoubtedly, the fact of colonialism is a cause not only for deep unrest but for possibly bringing war nearer. Therefore, even from the larger point of view of the world, it seems to me of the utmost importance that the system of colonialism should be wound up completely, leaving no trace except a bad memory behind. You have met here particularly to discuss Portuguese colonies. As you know, we have a little bit of the Portuguese colony in India. It is almost a dot in size, yet it has created a strong feeling in India with which I am sure you will sympathize. All these years we were thinking not merely of solving a problem in the immediate present but solving it for good. The virtue of Gandhiji's method was that it sought to solve problem without leaving a trail of bitterness, ill will and hatred behind it. Therefore, we did not want to do something which would lead to other difficult problems. Maybe we were philosophic, but what was our thinking that was led us to the present position when Goa still remains a blot on India, not only because it is a colonial possession but because it is a bad colonial possession also. At no time did we, in our minds and in our actions, renounce or give up the possibility of military action. But we did not want to resort to it. We wanted to try all other methods. We were prepared to wait as we have waited very long. Apart from the emotional or psychological aspect of it, from the point of view of the security of India, we would not tolerate a foreign base on the coast of India. It is really a dangerous thing, full stop.